Ari Garanich is a highly trained and certified in many disciplines within the field of bodywork, emotional release, energy work, nutrition, health, kinesiology, and sports therapy. For all of his adult life, he has transformed his clients' bodies and lives through increased performance, enhanced physical and mental, emotional health. Ari has led ergonomics and productivity seminars, as well as created corporate wellness programs for top companies across America. He has been a successful businessman within the health and fitness field, utilizing his unique combination of expertise related to body posture, public speaking, and facilitating trainings, which gives him the capability of guiding people to create their most powerful presence and taking companies to the next level in productivity and employees' benefits. Some of the companies that Ari has worked with are Los Angeles Children's Hospital, Bank of America, West Marine, and Costco Plus World Market. On a personal level, Ari has literally taken me where I can't move at times. One of the things I think he's a master at is if you're in pain or you have something really chronic, he just puts the body right back into place, so it's pretty powerful. He's also an out-of-the-box thinker and has a way of taking any situation and finding the holes that need to be filled, thus creating win-win relationships and powerful programs that serve to enhance everyone involved. So let's just give Ari a warm welcome.
Thank you. How y'all doing tonight?
Great. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. Let me ask you, I know you guys all came from a long way, so let me just ask you, is it okay if I tell you a little bit about myself?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
But you came to Wellness Way from California.
Well, I came from LA, so a little bit distant. So, let me give you a little bit of background. I started in sports therapy when I was 18 years old, directly out of high school. I had a number of injuries, but I was a long-distance cycler, martial artist, and gymnast growing up. So I spent my entire childhood in exercise and injury, exercise and injury, exercise and injury. And on a self-improvement world, I started doing EST when I was 8. I mean, LifeSpring, Landmark, Forum, I mean, just through the gamut of self-improvement style workshops. So when I got into the field of health and wellness, I started with sports medicine, and then I also interned at Intel and at Tektronix in Beaverton, Oregon. And what I got to do there, I started out doing just regular massage, but my greatest joy was being able to learn about what makes a company tick, what makes an employee go from stressed out to a productive, quality employee at a company. There's something called pre-absenteeism, and what that means is you're basically at work, but you're not at work. You're at work, you're sitting at your desk.
You're not being productive.
And you got the computer screen there, and you got kind of an ache in your back, and your fingers hurt from typing, and you're looking at the screen, and then that free cell or solitaire game starts looking really good. You start working, so you're actually at work, but you're absent. And the reason for most of that happening is because you're not feeling good in your body. You're not feeling focused, you're not feeling awake, you're not eating properly, you're not doing the proper nutrition, you're not walking, you're not moving, and so you begin to just kind of drift down into this lack of momentum. The amount of work you put out is less than half of what you could be putting out, and the quality of work is less than half of the quality that you're capable of, because you're in pain. So pre-absenteeism, they figure, costs approximately $180 billion a year. Is that a lot of money?
Yes.
180 billion countrywide per year. So if you own a business, or even if you're self-employed, and you're costing yourself even 10% in productivity, how much does that cost you as a business owner? It costs a lot, right? So what I came here to talk about is 5 simple steps, 5 simple things you can do in your own personal company, or if you have a corporation with lots of employees, that you can do in order to increase your productivity. Does that sound like it's a good thing? Anybody?
Yep.
Okay. So let me ask you something that just Who here sits at a desk for most of their workday? Okay, a couple of you. And who here gets up and moves a lot during the day? Okay,
Yeah,
you try to.
yeah, I'm trying.
Okay.
No, it depends on what I'm doing.
Okay, are you self-employed?
No, I'm actually working for somebody, but I'm trying to also do something else on my own.
Okay. So where do you find you get the best exercise of your day?
Walking the dog
Walking the dog. Okay.
or going outside running.
So if you were working for a company that had a program in place to walk, and you had teams of employees walking, would that be something that would make you want to work for that company more? You actually had it programmed into your company that you're going to walk a certain amount of steps per day. It would be a pretty awesome company to work for. You'd want to stay there, yeah?
Yeah.
Actually, one part of Harris Corporation set itself up that way.
Did it?
Now, what
Excellent.
they did is they set up main corridor with the primary people. And it wasn't for everybody, it was for primary people. And they had floating meetings. They started off in the morning, they filled the coffee cups, and they just walked back and forth on the hallway talking about the job. When you heard something in your area, you popped out, walked with them, took notes, made calls, brought people in.
Excellent.
It was, for 20 years that group went on. They were one of just about the best group in the whole business of Harris Corp.
Well, that's a perfect example then of what, kind of quality it gets when you get exercise going. We actually developed some programs that we call Walk Fit programs, where we get a company, all the employees at pedometers, and we have challenges. So we'll set up teams and groups, and the challenge is how many steps can you walk in a day? If you go 10,000 steps, you get a certain, discount or bonus. If you go 15,000, you get something else. I mean, just different kinds of competitions to get your employees active and participating as a team. So it helps with teamwork. They have certain assignments while they're walking that we give them. So things like you bring in from different departments that have to interact, and you have each person from a different department. So it gives them a great ability to interact, learn what each other does, so you know how to communicate more efficiently and effectively with each other while you're getting the exercise. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Some of the other things that I've developed are desk side fitness exercises. It's one of the 5 simple steps. If you're sitting at your desk, how can you exercise while you're sitting there to make you more effective at what you're doing? So I'll give you a couple examples. This is a crunch that I like to do while I'm sitting at my desk. So I'll literally, because most desk chairs kind of come back, so I'll literally grab the back of my chair and start pulling to stretch my body. So I'm stretching this entire length of my body, and I'm lifting my legs. And I'm just doing a really easy crunch. 4 minutes, 5 minutes of that a day. So you can do it half minute, half minute, half minute. Is going to increase your productivity exponentially. Why? You're not blood flowing. You've got your body going, ooh, I'm alive.
On airplanes too.
On airplanes, it's a great thing to do. Keep your body active, keep your circulation up, keep your blood flow. One of the most important things in productivity is keeping blood flow to your brain. You got this thing, cerebral spinal fluid that flows. You got to get your body moving in order for it to flow and feed your brain nutrients so that you can think better, focus better, all those kinds of things. So in productivity, you want movement. One of the other things that I like to do is this. How about we just everybody stand up? Okay, sit down. Okay, stand.
Stand up. Yeah, sit down.
Okay, sit down. So you do 5 times. Just 5 times.
Yeah.
So all you're doing is 1.
I gotta start timing this out there.
How do you feel?
Yeah.
A little bit better
Yeah, of course.
much better, right?
Yeah.
All you're doing, I mean, literally takes no time at all out of your workday to do something like that. But what that does for increasing your productivity in the workplace is huge. Because now your body is flowing. Your mind just had a bunch of energy. You had to think about something other than that work that you were doing, where you're getting tunnel vision and you're getting lost. It's got to focus on your body. So when you're done doing that, you now have much more clarity, much more focus on what work you're doing. Another thing that I like to do, just movement-wise, is tap. And I'll be sitting at my desk, and I'll tap. And I'll tap to a rhythm. The rhythm gives you something else to focus on. It's mathematical, so you're using the logical side of your brain and a creative side of your brain because you're using a beat. So you're activating both sides, both hemispheres of your brain. What does that do? It gets you active mentally so that you can think clearer, focus better, create more, what's the word?
It's fatigue. Because it's...
Well, it allows you, it stops fatigue, yeah, but it allows you to think about problems in a different way because you're thinking on both sides of your brain. So you have a creative and a logical side. So if you come across an issue that you're not really clear about, you start tapping, start going to beat, your brain clicks into theta, where it's much more focused and able to rearrange your thought around critical thinking. And so that was the word I was looking for. So you can critically think through a logical, step to find the answer around a problem, much, much more focused. It's kind of cool. So these are both exercises and a little bit of brain gym. I don't know, has anybody heard of brain gym before? Yeah, a few of you? Okay, brain gym is a set of techniques that was developed quite a while ago, and they found that if you do these specific kinds of things every day, you will have increased focus. Your brain capacity will be much more available. You'll be able to think more clearly, more concisely, focus better, be more productive, have higher quality of work, better retention, which is even more important. So when you're learning something, you'll be able to retain it for a lot longer period of time, comprehend it better. So brain gym is kind of cool. Some of these are some of those techniques. There's little things that you can do, like rolling out your ears. So you stop thinking during the day or you're getting a little tired, start rolling out your ears. In Chinese medicine, there's all kinds of meridians that roll through these parts of your ears. This also, if you look at the shape, is the same as a fetus. So kind of like reflexology, you're hitting every organ in your body reflexively through your ears. So if you start doing this, they call these thinking caps. And you start thinking clear. It's kind of cool. If you just tried it, you'll like it. Also, putting your hand at your belly button, find two little holes underneath your collarbone. This is your K meridian, your kidney meridian. And by rubbing these, you'll find that it opens up this channel of cerebral spinal fluid and energy to your brain, giving you better, more clear thought. Nice little things. I'm going a little fast. Is there any questions?
Well, what other exercises? Can you give us any more others? Or
Absolutely. One of my favorite things, and I was going to actually offer this as a email for you, but I'll give you just kind of the basics of it. It's called PACE. And it actually works backwards as ECAP, but PACE is energy. And energy, the first part of that is water. People don't drink water, they drink coffee. Right? They need water in order to increase the electrical currents running through your body. Water is conductive, and the more water you drink, the more hydrated you are, the better the electrical system works. Your body is a bunch of nerves. It's a bunch of electricity. It's atoms. And you need that water to be able to conduct your body's electrical energy. So first thing you do in the morning is drink lots of water. Not coffee, not teas, not anything other than water. It's, there was a time somebody would say, "Are you thirsty?" And you'd say, "Well, what do you got?" "Well, I got water." "Oh, never mind then."
You say, give me the water.
You want to say, "Give me the water," right? Yeah, you want to say, "Give me the water." A lot of people, I want Coke, I want coffee, I want this. No, you want water in your system because water is the most important thing for you, it's what you're made, it says 76% of your body.
No, actually, by the time you get that low, you're getting close to death.
Yeah,
We're born at like 90-some
90-something
percent,
percent.
and as we age, we lose some, and when you get down to
Okay.
the 70s.
So
it's
you want to
really
drink
bad.
water, right?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Okay.
stay
So how much,
hydrated.
Okay.
how much water should
So-
you drink a day?
Water, drink, there's a lot of theories about it. The best theory I've come across is you take your body weight, you divide it in half, if you're perfectly healthy.
Okay.
So whatever, if you're 190 pounds, then you want to be drinking 95 ounces of water. That's if you're healthy. If you have an issue that you want to resolve, you should double that by, or add 25% onto that. So if it's a 95, add another 25%. So about 20-something more ounces per day. It sounds like a lot of water, but when you have stuff to clear, water's the best. Water's the best flush. Flushes the toxins out of you, etc. But more importantly, in this context, it increases brain energy. So you're getting more clarity, more focus in the workplace just by saying to everybody, drink every day. Drink some water every day, drink a lot of water. Any other questions?
Well, I will say that's true because when I was living in New Jersey, I was working far and for long hours, and then I decided I'm going to drink a lot more water, and I started walking just 2 or 3 times, even at lunchtime, late, no matter what weather.
Mhm.
I lost 50 pounds just like that, and drinking tons of water
That's
and
awesome.
walking. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all it took.
I had a client once who was 550 pounds, and she drank Coke all day long.
Yeah, no wonder she was.
She couldn't stop. She ate really good, but she couldn't stop drinking Coke, and it was Diet Coke.
Oh, even worse.
That's
worse.
the worst.
Even worse, right? We got her, it took a lot. We got her on water and lemon. We had to put enough lemon in there to give her something flavor. But she dropped within, I think it was 6 weeks, almost 100 pounds. Just because she cut the Coke out of her diet and added water. So really important for all kinds of health benefits, but most important, wellness in the workplace. And just a side note, government likes it when your company has healthy employees. And when you as an employer pay for that, even if you're self-employed, when you pay for that as a company benefit to yourself, you get great tax write-offs. Kind of a nice added bonus. Government likes it, they pay you for it.
How does that work?
How does
So
that
would
work?
you, even if you were independent, yeah, or something?
Even if you're self-employed as part of your own company, your own corporation, if you pay for through your company employee benefits,
Oh, okay.
like water in the office, good quality water, or paying for a massage in the office, those kinds of things, you get to write part of that off. The government says, great. Not only that, but if you pay for insurance for your employees, your insurance company would be glad to know that you're doing employee benefits programs, and they'll give you discounts on your insurance rates. So we've gone into companies, some of the companies, I'll give you an example. We had a car dealership in Colorado, and they were paying us $1,100 a month for a wellness program that we implemented in their company. But their savings on insurance was $1,200. So they actually made $100 before productivity, before anything else. They actually made $100 back on what they were spending just in insurance benefits, because we went in and negotiated with the insurance company. We're putting in this program. That's a really great way to both save money and have it pay for your health and wellness.
And Ari, the people were more productive, so they actually
And they were more
benefited
productive.
more
Their
than just
sales
the
increased.
$100 cost.
Yeah, their sales increased, creativity. I mean, they came up with some really great promotions that they wouldn't have probably thought of, because if you know car dealers, most of them are drinking coffee all day and smoking cigarettes. So what that does to your creativity is huge. Change a little bit of your health protocol, and all of a sudden you come up with all kinds of great ideas. Next part of PACE is C, which is cross-crawling. And cross-crawling is a way of moving your body so that you're literally crossing. It's like crawling like this, right? So you're literally crossing. So if I'm doing that,
Oh, okay, yeah.
right? So you're literally taking your body from one hemisphere to another, challenging your brain, bringing it into theta so you can focus clearer. And then the A is access. So if you're thinking about something, if you're studying something, you have to be able to access it. Crossing your legs like this is a great way to access, make that information more accessible. It crosses your body, so you're actually thinking, like, if you do this and you try to move a certain finger, you'll find that it really challenges your brain. Which finger am I going to move? I'm going to move that one. Right? So it challenges your brain, gives you more critical thinking, allows you to be more productive. And the the P is programming, which, so once you get the information in, you want to program it in, and it's just a focal point that you create by touching all your fingertips together and you focus. So it's just a great way of adding to it. So I've gone through, what, 2 of my simple steps, or 3? I think that was 3. Ergonomics.
I lost touch.
Okay,
Lost
ergonomics. Ergonomics means literally the laws of work, how work laws are. So in the context of workplace, ergonomics is how you work more effectively as an individual at your seat without creating things like repetitive motion injury. Most people think that the key is placement, like a keyboard, instead of like this, you want it like this. Well, you're still going to be repetitively doing the same motion in the same place. So I tell people when I go in, I actually change a lot of other ergonomic companies come in, and I'll change some of what they give them. Things like, I'll have them put the keyboard on their lap, and then I'll move it out here. So they're constantly moving it around so that they're never going to be in the same position for very long. So being able to move a lot in ergonomics is really important. Keeping your posture up is really important in ergonomics. Making sure that your eyes are focused, your head is flat, so you're not hunching forward. Yeah, everybody, you remember like pendulum holding you and feeling like that's pulling you up so that you get your posture up. One of the mistakes, though, in good posture, people think they need to raise their shoulders up, like military-esque style. And that's actually not good for you because it cuts off flow of nervous system to your brain. So keeping your shoulders down is really important and nice.
But you can start off with the up so long as you go down on the back. That gets you into the open position.
Well, you want to be open and you want to be down. So the problem with up is it starts clogging up these nerve bundles in your brain. So you want to be down and postured. It's best to be loose as you can be, but as upright. This is going to trigger your core muscle, so you're always going to be working out while you're sitting, because you're always working your core at the same time. Anything else? Any other questions? Okay. I think we're going to kind of wrap up a little bit. Let me just summarize. So you want to move. Workplace productivity is really about movement, getting blood circulation to your body, moving both sides of your body at the same time so that you're getting, all aspects of you working, brain, body, and mind at the same time. Ergonomics is not about specific positions, but about constant movement. If you move constantly, you're going to be able to work more effectively, more efficiently, more higher quality work. WalkFit programs, getting teams together in order to do something specific, will increase company morale, increase productivity, increase communication ability, and decrease employee turnover. So all those are really important in company longevity, company money. Bottom line is, if your company's losing 10%, 20% a month because of lack of productivity, and actually it's higher amount in most companies, your bottom line drops way down. So the benefit of spending money for a wellness program versus not, you actually are about like that. So your bottom line goes when you stop paying for your employee benefits. And that includes self-employed benefits. When you stop taking care of yourself, your own productivity drops even more dramatically because you're the only one you got to rely on.
Yep.
And so I highly recommend to everybody incorporating some kind of employee benefit for yourself in your own company. Thanks.
Thank you.
You have some offerings, some things, you have some things that you're sharing with people?
Yes, I put together a couple packages, and we have an online wellness program. It actually over 750 workout videos, over 10,000 recipes on it. It gives you, once you create your protocol for what you want to accomplish, you hit a button, it gives you a grocery list of what to buy, so you don't have, it takes all the guessing game out of getting healthy for you. So you have full workout. If you want to lose weight, if you want to gain weight, let's say you want to run a marathon, it takes all these factors into consideration and creates the program for you. It's $45 for 3 months. And it's a brilliant program. You track all your food, you track your workouts, and you get to basically be accountable to yourself. But we also have forums on there, so you can talk to other people, create groups, so you can have a collaborative team. It's really great for companies specifically, but even better for families, for people who work together to be able to, like, what are you doing today? Did you put your food in? Did you put your calories in? It tracks your calories for you, it tracks everything. All you need to do is put your food. We've got over 100,000 food items alone. So when you put in, like you went to a restaurant, you can pretty much put the food from that restaurant into the program, and it'll tell you what all the calories, fiber, carbs, all that stuff is.
All right, did you design this yourself, or is
No, this is
part of
actually,
somebody
it's a
else's?
$25 million backbone to it, and the software, I'm one of the exclusive licensing owners of it for the country. So we've actually branded it, we've created it, we've, put it, we can put it anywhere in the world.
Okay, but it's not in other countries.
Yeah, we have over
necessarily
3 million people on the program right
Really?
now. Yeah.
Okay.
So anywhere you think that might be, any company, it's ready to go, it's up and running.
Yeah.
And it can be branded for any company. So if it's Hewlett-Packard, we can brand it for them and for their employees, make it, it's a great program. But for you guys, it would be $45 for 3 months. And what I'm throwing in, I didn't put it on this package, is every 3 weeks during that program, I'm going to do a teleclass where we're going to ask you what you're getting from it, where you're tracking, where your problems are, anything that you might need to make it more effective and efficient for you. So I'm throwing in this teleclass that I normally charge a lot for. My gold package is a day of health. Now, I'm really passionate about this. I take about 5 to 10 people, sometimes 20 or 30. In LA, usually about 20 or 30. And we do a workout in the morning. We do it for anybody's skill level. So you're never going to feel like it's above or beyond your capability. But I'm going to show you how to exercise in a way that won't trigger injuries, that will be fun, that will get your heart pumping and get you sweating, get you detoxing. We take that and we go to the grocery store. And I go through ingredient lists and not just labels. Labels are really not so much important. Ingredient lists are really important. So we go through the grocery store and we show you the ingredient list and how to shop. They say shop around the store instead of in the middle of the store. But I take you through, and we actually go as a group and buy food. And then we take you back to either a home or a restaurant. I think in this case we're going to be using a health food store. And we're going to cook. And what we're going to do is I'm going to basically be teaching you how to make food taste good that's healthy. So it's going to be easy, you can do it quickly. You're going to find out the best way for you to make healthy food that tastes good, that's quick and easy. So you're never going to say, you can't say, I don't have time to do that. Or health food, it's rabbit food. So that program is $197 per month, or for the workshop. At the end of that, by the way, we're going to do break down your barriers. So for most people, they have a barrier to health. And we're going to do a program that I've developed where it's kind of a meditative hypnosis track that I wrote that will help take you through levels of health and break through some of your barriers, your natural barriers to wanting to be healthy. Because everybody who's not has a barrier to it, somewhere. So we want to be able to blast through those. It's a fantastic program. People take it over and over and over again, get something new out of it. And then The last package I have is a platinum program. It's $1,000. I've valued it. I've done this program for $5,000 with companies like Bank of America and you know, West Marine and so on. But I'm doing it for $1,000. It's a complete corporate makeover. So I'm just going to read this to you. We're going to go over the 5 simple steps to increasing your wellness and productivity in the workplace. From ergonomics consultations to end repetitive motion, to walk-fit programs that will increase employee satisfaction and teamwork. We're going to do desk-side exercises that any employee can do, and we do go through a lot more than what I did here. Brain gym exercises, and then we're going to have a sit-down consult where we go through your long-term goals as a company. I've done this for companies, 100 employees, 500 employees, 50 employees, 1,000 employees, 10,000 employees, and more. It can be done for anybody in any company. It's a very, very powerful, it's a full day of going through pretty intense level of communication. So we go through every aspect of your company and how we can increase your productivity, your communication, your health and wellness in your company. Now, what I wanted to do for that, because I know that we have a lot of self-employed companies here, is I'm offering 10% of the first deal I get with any company that you introduce me to that I close. So you introduce me to somebody, and I go in and I have a conversation, and we talk and we create a program. I'm going to give you 10% of whatever that is. Now, that conversation could be a $1,000 program, or it could be a $50,000 program. So if you're introducing me to a company in town that has 10,000 plus employees, it might be a $50,000 close. You're going to get $5,000 for that phone call that you made. It's pretty good. Might be a little bit less, a little more, depending on the company. But my point is that if you're needing a little extra income, all you need to do is introduce me to people. I like warm leads, people you know, and I can go in. I have a team across the country that we can do any program anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world. So I'm happy to travel, and I like warm leads, so offering that to you. Any other questions? I'm going to pass these out.
All right.
Right now.